When you're looking at sibling rivalries in sports, you will be hard-pressed to find a family that is more competitive or highly skilled than the Hughes family of the NHL. So today we're going to take a look at two of the three brothers, Jack and Quinn, and try to predict who's going to have more points this upcoming NHL season. Hey everybody, welcome into Clearing the Benches, your one-stop shop for hockey content. If you go ahead and hit your subscribe button right now, you'll be sure to be in on all of our future videos. Well, everybody knows the story of the New Jersey Devils from last season. Stanley Cup expectations, injuries, poor goaltending just really gutted them. So we're going to just do this video today based on the fact that we think Jack Hughes is going to be 100% healthy for the season and that the Devils are going to have all systems go and that they're going to be at 100% so we can see what this team is really made out of. When we look at Jack Hughes, he is 5'11", 175 pounds, 23 years old, born in Orlando, Florida, as was his brother Quinn, who is 24 years old and comes in at 5'10" and 180 pounds. Jack Hughes is used in all situations for the Devils. He gets tons of ice time. Whenever the Devils need something, they throw Jack Hughes over the boards. Same thing with the Vancouver Canucks and Quinn Hughes. He's their captain, and for good reason. The guy is a very, very versatile leader, and he is great in all phases of the game. You know, all three zones, he excels, and he always makes the right decision when you see him out there. He never really flubs a pass, or he never really makes just like a glaring turnover. Well, we look at what these guys have done in their career so far. Very, very similar type numbers here. Jack Hughes has got 281 points in 306 games played. That is good for .918 points per game. When we look over at Quinn, he's got 333 points in 365 games played, and that is good for .912 points per game. So, I mean, these guys, you are literally splitting hairs when you're talking about their scoring abilities. When we look at last year's numbers, Jack Hughes, he only played in the 62 games. He was hampered in those 62 games, so I give it up to the guy for putting up the numbers that he did. 27 goals, 47 assists, good for 74 points, still over a point per game clip. When we look at what Quinn Hughes did last year, he just blew the doors off the NHL. 17 goals, 75 assists for 92 points. When we look at what we think Jack Hughes is going to do this upcoming season, the first thing I do is I look at the supporting cast on both of these two teams. It's very, very important, you know, who's passing you the puck and who you're passing the puck to. And when I look at the New Jersey Devils, you've got some really, really highly skilled guys, but a couple of these guys, Timo Meier, Palat, you got to start getting your money's worth out of these guys. Nothing for nothing, but so far the both of them are just ripping the Devils off. Huge contracts, high expectations, leadership type stuff. And Palat has just kind of fizzled out. Unless you're a Devils fan, you don't even know the guy's in the NHL still. Timo Meier, holy cow, the Devils fans can't stand that guy right now, and he needs to have a big season. So when I look at Jack Hughes and his supporting cast, it's pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as what his brothers got going on up in Vancouver. Look at his supporting cast. JT Miller, Jake DeBrusk, Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson, Hronek on the back end. I mean, those guys are almost all of them all-star level. I mean, you look, if DeBrusk has a big year this year, which I think he's going to, I think he is a Rick Tocchet 2.0 type of player. He's going to send him out there like a little missile, going right for the net. And if you think JT Miller was a handful in front of the net last year, wait until DeBrusk gets there this year and JT Miller can just swarm around and have some more creativity. I think the Canucks are in for another big year, and I think as far as scoring goes, they are going to be putting up big numbers this year. When I look at what I think these two guys are going to do this upcoming season, when I look at Jack Hughes' numbers, I'm going to put him at 36 goals, 57 assists, good for 93 points. 43 goals is his career high. 56 assists is his career high. He's very even in his scoring. Usually the goals and assists are pretty close. So I would say this year, if the Devils are firing on all cylinders, I would say that he's going to come in right at 93 points. And again, he gets banged up a little bit. His injuries can be a concern. The most games Jack Hughes has ever played in the NHL was 78 games. Last year he missed 20. I'm not saying he's frail compared to his brother, but I would like to see him come in this year closer to about 190 pounds as opposed to 175. So I think Jack Hughes is still going to have a really good season, but I think his numbers are going to come a little bit more back down to earth. When I look at what his brother is going to do, I don't think that's going to be the case for his brother. I think the difference in supporting cast is what really helps Quinn Hughes go over the top when I look at comparing these two players' upcoming season. I think for Quinn Hughes this year, I think he's going to come in at about 19 goals, 81 assists for an even 100 points. Again, I think he's got a better supporting cast. And when you look at his skating abilities, listen, I am not going to knock Jack Hughes in the slightest. But when you look at Quinn Hughes and he's got the puck, in my opinion, he is more elusive than Jack. So again, I've got Quinn Hughes coming in this year at 100 points and his brother Jack coming in at 93 points. That's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Who do you think is going to have more points this year, Jack or Quinn Hughes? If you could, please hit your like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And as we always do here at Clearing the Benches, let them know you're out there.